Alright, hello and welcome back to Ashgabat Cat's Let's Play That. Today we're taking a look at Cleopatra's Fortune. So this game, I was looking through the internet, as one does, and I saw in some new announcement for, I don't know, Redream, that silly Dreamcast editor, or emulator that, I don't know, I don't like it. It just seems like it doesn't quite work the way an emulation purist would want to. But in a blurry image, I saw the picture for this game called Cleopatra's Fortune. And it's like, well, blurry JPEGs of games are not how I typically find my games, but you know what? It's time for change. And so I looked it up, and the game looks like a cute puzzle game, and it's like, hey, I am all about that. So you know what? Let's try and play. Now, my initial plan was to watch this introduction screen and figure out what's happening. I still don't know what's happening just yet, but you know what? Let's play like real life, where it's like these quarters mean something. They're not just meaningless virtual tokens. And let's see if we can figure out how the game works before putting a quarter in. Ah, yes, clearly. Excellent. Ah, the skill is self-evident. Okay, I know less about this game than when I started, but I do know. Let's play single player. It does the columns thing where you can like choose harder levels. Okay. Those are exactly the same titles they use in Puyo Puyo, but again, considering that they're basically saying, oh, this is a demo. Okay, I was going to say, it's like, oh geez, I can't believe the game is that scuffed. It's not. It's not that scuffed. But, well, easy, medium, hard. I mean, okay, on one hand, yeah, Puyo Puyo does that, and they give you the point bonuses. Although, I think the point bonuses may be more of a columns thing. So let's get in the controls. Yeah, just like how it works in my sound test. I'm frantically pressing all the buttons. Oh, there's the credit button. Yeah, so you get the one rotate button. So, I mean, if you've ever played Puyo Puyo and you were like, man, this game is so hard, you can rotate it in either direction. I do not like this level of confusion. Please take me back to the old days. Well, welcome back to the old days when you only had one button. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? That's okay. This was before the internet was invented, so the game makers, to you, you're basically an abstract concept to them. You don't even exist. What? There are levels. Okay. Let's try this. So we're on level 2, which is a strange concept for a Tetris-like game, thus leading me to believe that this is not actually a Tetris game. So blocks 14. Looks like you have to clear some number of blocks? I don't know, but the game did just call me perfect, which, hey, flattery will get you anywhere game, so it'll get you 5 more minutes of playtime at least. Plus, I mean, dang, I put in one quarter and, oh, frame skip, what are you doing there? Oh, no, it's all gone pear-shaped. Well, it's gone. What? Hey, welcome to Ashgabat Cat. Okay, but we can salvage this because now we get to see the intro, and I did want to show this off at the end, but it's too cool to wait till the end. Cleopatra Fortune. But I do love that we made it to the mid-90s, guys. We made it to where super rasterized bitmaps are the order of the day. You can even kind of see, well, you can see it in the background of like the how to play. It's just this super rasterized bitmap of like, I don't even know if it's stock art per se. Well, I guess, yeah, it's stock art, just not from stockart.com because, you know, it wasn't invented yet. Oh my gosh, arcade games, you gotta love them. MAME interfaces, you live with it. You live with it. It doesn't get easier. It doesn't always get harder. Sometimes it does. Oh yeah, that's right. You use MAME, you pair it with RetroArch, and it's like, oh my gosh. Thanks, life. I always did want to play things on hard mode. You know, this would have been a great opportunity to switch to medium mode, but no, I think I'll take my chances with Frame Perfect. No? Okay. So I was trying to see if there's like sort of a Tetris hard drop. We should press up, then it goes down, but there is nothing of the sort. Okay, so we resume right back to where we were. I don't know quite what I'm doing, but it does seem to be working. It's okay. We can take this brief period of respite to look for clues in the user interface. So my blocks just doubled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, okay, blocks is the number of blocks I have cleared. Ah. Oh, the game's mixing it up. It's like, hey, looks like you were having too easy a time. I wonder what the deal is. Do you just have to collect the rubies? I mean, connect the rubies? Or do you just connect the blocks? Or are the rubies just a distraction? Okay, well, we're gonna find out here. It looks like, yeah, Tetris gravity is in effect. I see, so the rubies give you points or something. Basically, they're there so your game is not, like, brain dead. Oh, wait. So if you put a ruby there, like, it's basically plugged up forever? So basically, by putting rubies everywhere like I own the place, like, I've actually been messing this up. Oh, well, you don't say. At first, I thought this game was easy, but as it turns out... Okay, so a lot of things just happen there, but I don't really understand any of them. So the rubies are important, as are the blocks you place. I do not entirely understand how the two interact. Okay, so making lines is good. But then you clear the lines and you make more rubies? But if I do this... Okay, so obviously that won't clear because it wasn't all the way over. But... So, if I make, like, patterns... Do I clear? Doesn't feel like it. Oh, no. Well, I was wondering if maybe... Okay, that almost made sense for half a second there. You can't see my face, but rest assured if you could, I am squinting like as hard as my eyes will allow me. So you just... What? Well, I guess that's not important. I don't know how to play this game, but I'm certainly good at it. Oh, okay, so I'm having a flashback to a review that said you want to surround something. Okay. So you want to either surround the objects or you want to make lines. That's a wacky concept. Alright, let's try this. So you surrounded the ruby, thus solidifying you as the greatest puzzle player of all time. Okay. So just like Quarth, I finally understand the game. I don't like that I understand the game, but believe you me, I understand the game now. Can you use sarcophagi as... Well, I guess we'll never know because I did it wrong, but... Okay. I mean, that's the thing about... Oh, cool. Check out that background. I mean, yeah, it's just like a rasterized graphic. There's no real grand significance to anything. But it is kind of nice. Those things, those little touches of the past that, I don't know, they just don't do anymore. Yeah. It's kind of sad how things change and then they get uglier. But are they really getting uglier or are they just getting different and you and your old eyes just can't cope with the differences anymore? Well, aside from philosophical conundrums, it does seem like we are quite okay. So what about this? Yeah, see, I surrounded that sarcophagi like some sort of... I was looking for a rhyme for sarcophagi, but there really isn't. What is it good rhyme for sarcophagi. I mean, you could go cool guy, but like, is it really a rhyme if you're just repeating the main sound over? Like, I don't really think so. Not to jinx things, but like, when does this game get difficult? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, but I was going for the counter rotate, but there's no counter rotate. It's just all one-way rotate. Well, but the thing about Quarth was like, Quarth was actually kind of hard. If you like did it wrong, then you would just waste your time for all eternity. But this game is just like, nah, man, puzzle games are meant to be fun. I mean, they just like jacked up the speed, and it's like I can barely even tell because it's not even that bad, honestly. Man, talk about money's worth. I am. All right. Was that an emu in the background? What is happening here? Do I get points for combos? What even? All right. Well, whatever it is, I can dig it. This is such a weird puzzle game. I don't even know if this is like hard or easy, but it's definitely different. Because I will admit, I've never played a puzzle game that had this as a mechanic. And so, it is kind of throwing me for a loop. I want to say this is an entirely unique mechanic. Again, I don't think anybody would have copied it, because like I'm still not entirely convinced that it's smart, but they seemingly have done it. So you don't have like the Puyo Puyo, you can bully your blocks by rotating them around like you're in control. It's like, nope. Game's like, I'm in control. This is like the easiest game ever though. Like, what? You just pile them up in a pile. Where's the difficulty? I mean, it's not every day you play an arcade game and you're just like, where's the difficulty? I thought this would be hard and or a satisfying experience. It always kind of makes you wonder. So it's like, here's the grass is always greener sort of deal. Well, okay, now it looks bad. It's not, but see, it's like, I don't even have to do anything. This reminds me of Carrion Cross, which was like basically Puyo Puyo for idiots, where like all it took was two to combo off everything. But the thing about Puyo Puyo is like, it's so hard because you have to what, have 4 touching? But like having just 2 touching, it's like that happens by accident all the frigging time. And so this game, it's like, oh, you just have to surround it. It's like, well, once you know that objective, then there's no difficulty whatsoever. I mean, this game is not nearly as entertaining as I would have suspected. You can especially tell because I just spent the last 5 minutes saying the same thing 3 different ways over. Oh, maybe this is where it gets hard because they go up but they don't go down. Huh. Maybe this is one of those column sort of deals where, like, the thing about columns is it's easy to place the blocks, it's easy to clear the blocks, but is it easy to keep the blocks down? No, those blocks will not be repressed. You cannot stop them. They will advance. Well, unless gravity takes over and you get a super combo and then you get a lie and say, hey, I planned that the whole time. Man, every one of those times I've played Tetris and I've like cursed the fact that gravity exists, and then here's this game just single-handedly making you completely glad that gravity exists. It's like, I'm not even grateful for gravity in real life, and here is this game just like, hey man, you got a sweet assist from gravity. You don't have to send a thank you note, but it would be nice of you to do that. And now we're just back at the beginning. Are we at hard mode yet? Okay, I am a little bored, honestly. It's not often that I play one of these arcade games and I just come across and I just am entirely bored. Oh, well, this is your harsh introduction to the name entry screen. Can you go back? No. Also, there's like a 10-second timer for you to enter your name. Wow, this game is just take no prisoners. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna switch to difficult mode, and maybe that'll be hard, maybe that'll be easy, but as it remains with this game, it seems like the hardest thing is entering your name. Alright, well, come on, game. So, hit target player, and please give me the hardest. Show me what you got. Muzgashi, please. Am I playing, or is this... Yeah. So, are there any, like, secret techniques you're holding out, or is it just the blocks move really fast? Is this really the most difficult mode it has? Are you kidding me? This is like so easy my mom could do it. And my mom can barely play skateboard kids. What is this nonsense? Okay. I mean, I guess I should give it a few minutes. Okay, let's give it a few minutes. Or no, let's try to speedrun this. Maybe it gets harder if you're playing faster and you're trying to not make mistakes, but then you make mistakes because of human knowledge. I mean, human inevitability. And then the only thing you can do is try to work around it, but then slowly it fills up over time. And oh gosh, it's filling up. What are you gonna do? But you gotta keep on playing, because like it's a game. You put in a quarter, money's worth something. You've gotta be able to do this. But then, oh no, twist, it's over. Yeah, one of those situations. Now, this is like Porth, but for idiots. Although I do love how Porth is like just so strangely cryptic and difficult. But then you have this game that is just like, yeah, you just literally surround them. You can do it by accident most times. Please give me one. Yeah, see? Here I am just like, oh no, I'm in deep trouble. But then it's like, no, you're not. Well, okay, maybe. Just to be clear, I am giving up on this game, but not the name entry screen. It really does just give you 10 seconds. I thought that was a joke. But check it out. I got top score just because I dared to try hard mode. Sometimes it pays to be bold, people. Sometimes it pays to be bold. So that was Cleopatra's Fortune. Well, I am feeling strangely unfortunate to have played this game. Man, appearances can be deceiving. Here I was thinking, oh man, this game looks awesome. It's got cool sprite work. It's got the best BMPs that you can buy with like stock money, or no, stock photo money back in the day. Check out those water ripple effects. Those are pretty top notch, I would say. I don't know exactly what I'm comparing them to, but those are top notch ripple effects. And yet, the game is just so bright and colorful, and the graphics are great, but it does not deliver. There's not enough game in this gameplay. Okay, maybe this is the kind of game that kind of like grows on you. But like, okay, so comparing this to Puyo Puyo, like Puyo Puyo, it's a versus puzzle game, and so like when you lose, like you immediately feel it. Like a bunch of garbage drops on your side. It's like you can immediately viscerally feel that you are inferior in some way, that you are lacking in some way. But when I play this game, like, I don't know, I feel like I've got everything. I feel like I'm invincible. Like, I even lost on hard mode, but I still feel like it was more of just like a fluke rather than like any of my own lack of skill. Maybe that's like the real one thing that this game does completely wrong. Like, it makes you feel like a god, just like toying with people's lives. But it's like, no, you are not a god. You're just some doofus dropping blocks. And like, I don't know, the game, maybe it should like make you feel that, but I don't know. Like, what does it give you? Because it gives you like a nice colorful graphical interface. It gives you like this dancing little pharaoh girl, which, yeah, nice, but then where's the difficulty? Like, I mean, there's a score, I guess, but it's more like a contractually obligated score. Well, I guess there's... Oh. So if I choose two-player, is that versus mode? Or is this one of those things where, like...
Ready, go.
Oh, get out of there. Really? So it's just single player still. Okay, I got all excited thinking that I could convert this game into a versus puzzle fighter, but nope. You can't. Do you go back into one player mode, or does it just kick you out? Oh, best 2 out of 3.
Ready, go.
Huh. Yeah, no, this game, it doesn't ever make you feel inferior. Like, a lot of these arcade games, it's like, yeah, they kind of piss you off, but like, it's from... Well, that, like, roboticized voice, not so bad. I hope I've got the volume up high enough for you to hear it. And even if you can't, I mean, let's be real, you're not missing that much. It's basically the 90s equivalent of, like, those bitmaps, except it's a voice. But yeah, this game, it doesn't make me feel inferior enough. Like, I just play it and it's like, no, I could ace this game in my sleep. Where's the difficulty? Well, I don't know. Maybe is that a fault of myself? Is that just like a psychological deficiency on my own, or is it like the game just does not have enough difficulty? Oh, that's okay. So you have the regular blocks, you have the sarcophagi, you have the mummies, and you have the rubies. And I guess you can all clear them for the. So this actually looks kind of difficult because you've got like 2 or 3 things interacting, and so you have to actually kind of like plan. But then why didn't it give it to me? Well, I guess easy mode, that's fine. But even hard mode, like, it didn't just immediately pop off with like all the 4 different kind of block types. It just like took it easy on me. It's like, here's 50k, enjoy your like quick joyride to the top of the leaderboard, and that's it. Huh. So that's it then. Maybe all the online reviewers were crazy. Maybe there's something I haven't missed. Maybe this is the kind of game that just, it takes some amount of time to develop. But I don't know, man. I'm on a schedule. 30 minutes or less. That's not at all my policy. How come the mummy isn't cleared though? Is there something I'm missing? Do the mummies not? Okay. So I guess the mummies add that like little bit of extra edge factor, but like it certainly wasn't giving me any mummies. You'd expect if you go on hardest mode, it'll give you mummies all over the place, but alack and alas, no mummies here. Huh. Why is it? Oh, I see. It's buttering me up because it knows there's a credit. Well, we already saw all the JPEGs we're gonna see here. So, oops. All right. So that's how it ends. Not with a bang, but with a few mummies sloppily entombed in a makeshift tomb. Well, on that note, this cat's gotta bury some kin.